Hello and welcome. I am Edmund. I come to you today to discuss something about the African culture and what is happening with it nowadays. I want to let you know that the African culture is going down the drain. It is being killed, and if care is not taken, if we don't wake up very fast to rescue it, it will be buried. And if it gets buried, it will never resurrect again. You want to ask me how and what is actually happening? We have decided to embrace the Western culture and we decide to practice it. It is true, for example, the languages, the English and French, for example, what I'm speaking today, is what the colonial masters came and taught us. And we can use it today to communicate with other people of other nationalities. For example, that's why I'm using it now, so that some other people from other countries, especially the African countries, can be able to understand what I'm saying. This is nice. But when it comes to our own families, when we decide not to teach our own children the mother tongue, our cultural languages, that is why I come to say that our culture is being killed, is being buried. And we must stand up to do something about it. It is sad to know that our children are growing up today, and instead for us to be speaking the mother tongue to them, for example, the Bakossi or the Akwasa, I come from the Bakossi culture, the Bakossi tribe of Cameroon. And it is sad to know that instead for a child who is growing up to wake up in the morning and tell the parents, Asara, or Asanga, like the Dana Bakossi people say, that child will instead say good morning. That is exactly, I don't blame that child. That is exactly what the parents taught him or her to say when they wake up in the morning. It is a sad situation. It is sad for a child to wake up in the morning instead of saying Ndewo to the parents. He or she stands and say, hello daddy, good morning. Hello daddy, how are you? Please, it is very important. If we don't teach our children the English or the French or any other Western language at home, they will learn it. Whether you teach them at home or not, they themselves will learn it when they go to school. So we must forget about it at home and teach them the cultural languages of ours, so that we can be able to communicate with them, so that we can be able to keep our culture intact. If you're seeing with me at this moment what I'm trying to portray here, then you must wake up. You must stop speaking to your children using French or English or Spanish or whatsoever foreign language you're using on them. We cry every day that we are being colonized, or we have been colonized by the Westerners. We are the people given the chance. We are the people given the chance. I want to remember way back when I was still in primary school. Whenever we spoke the mother tongue at school, and maybe a class prefect who is supposed to be my own brother or sister, or the teacher himself heard me, it will become a very big problem. That class prefect will have to put down my name to report me to the teacher. That teacher will have to suspend me from school or give me a kind of punishment that I'll have to work for about a week. Either being outside every day clearing grass while my brothers and sisters are in the classroom learning, simply because I spoke my traditional language at school. Now, today, it is not, the traditional language is no more spoken at home. It is not spoken at school because it will never want to be heard spoken at school. What a sad situation. I just imagine how our forefathers are weeping right now, looking at what is happening with the culture they gave us. I don't even want to go to what's the dressing mode. It's something else. I also want to talk about the kind of dances we ourselves, Africans, are coming up with. We embrace the Western styles of dance, and at a particular point, we have decided to start inventing our own styles of dance that are not in accordance with our culture. For example, there is one useless dance that is being practiced today called one corner, the pongo, and so on and so forth. Some kind of dances that do not really portray the spirit or the culture of the African person. What are we actually doing? What is happening with us? What is happening with us? You see even little children as well as old people dancing one corner, dancing pongo. What is all this about? Instead for us to be teaching our children to get to know something about Ngone dance, about Ebezu and things like that, about the Bikusi, we decide to bring in Pongo. We decide to bring in one corner. That is the kind of dance we have decided to be teaching our children today. It is really a sad situation for the African person. Yet, when we are insulted, we become very angry. I'm sorry to say this, but it's because of the way we are doing things. This is the truth about what is happening. Brothers and sisters, we must sit up. Forget about English at home. Forget about French or Spanish or whatsoever other language or the foreign language at home, and teach your children the traditional language. When they go to school, they will learn those foreign languages, if at all you want them to learn them. Yes, it is very necessary, or those languages are necessary to an extent, so that they will be able to communicate with people if they meet them as we are traveling on a daily basis. But when they come home, let them be able to communicate with you in the cultural languages. It is a sad situation. I want you to identify this and correct it. Let your child wake up in the morning and be able to tell you good morning, Asara or Asanga, all of this. Ndewo. African people, stand up. Let us not kill our culture. Let us not kill our culture. Today we even take the traditional dances and transform it something else. Something you cannot even describe. Like the Bikusi is being danced today in a kind of way that I don't want to describe here. Let us wake up, Africa. Let it stop. Africa, wake up and let your culture remain intact. God bless you. I'm Edmund.